The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Newton now to throw. Now he's flushed out right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Stewart on first down. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Newton. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Newton. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
We go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Luke Kuechly coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Carr.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
They bring Crabtree in motion right. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on 1st. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now with signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Luke Kuechly in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners, they gave up a lot of big plays.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, third down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third and long, it's Carr. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Another run for Stewart. He's been busy. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost, and this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
This is Stewart, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Back to throw, Newton. It's caught right side, Dixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano, from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gano's kick is right through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his third field goal now of the ball game, and they have needed his leg because this last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, Brandon, but now you've got to tell your defense, hey, we need a stop here so we can let this momentum carry us through to the next drive.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. On second down, here's Newton. Airing it out for Olsen. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
The Panthers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart, and he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. Now it's Carr. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a big 32-yard play on third. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Throwing now is Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Julius Peppers in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. To throw on second down. Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mario Addison in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. On play action, now Carr. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else, and maybe you try.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Here's Carr. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Carr now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. K1 short. In there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
He's back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Cooper will come in motion right. Following the penalty, Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Carr going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Carolina getting set to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Smith's Chiefs.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Wilson on first down. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Michael Bannon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Second down, here's Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Play action. It's Smith. Going for it all. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished second. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought, was going to be the guy who got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
He's going to look deep down the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
On third down, Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action now. Wilson looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's 3rd and short. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On 3rd down, that's Carson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
To throw is Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Tomahali from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Play action. It's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Back onto the field come the Kansas City Chiefs. As they look back to this last year, disappointment ultimately in how the season ended, Charles, no doubt. It was a weird year, though. The great start, the weird middle, and then the strong end.
And every team in the NFL documents their season with a year-end, video, movie about the season. This is going to be a tale of 3 seasons for the Kansas City Chiefs, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about the start? Remember opening night in Foxborough, beating the defending Super Bowl champs? I mean, they went on the road and took out the Patriots with Tom Brady, and that got them up to a 5-0 start. And then they hit the middle section.
Yeah, that 1-6 stretch.
I mean, that was a tough one. It was hard to believe because we watched it unfold, but we kept saying, they'll get it back together. And they did. Down the stretch, 4-0. Winning by almost an average of 12 points per game that propelled them to the AFC West title.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Now it's Smith. Now he's flushed out left. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. Smith with a give to Hunt. He's to the 10, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. A 23-yard run, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They run again with Hunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Here's Smith. Get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Mike Bennett in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field?
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
After the interception, here's Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
In motion, the tight end, Kelce. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Allen Bailey coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Tyrod Taylor's Bills going up against McCown's Jets.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. Chandler Catanzaro and the Jets ready to do the honors, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. A beautiful spin and room to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
Here we go! Ohio! 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 Let's run! Here we go!
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Space to run past the 20. And Matthews has it right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles Clay, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Throwing on first is McCown. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. To throw, it's McCown. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, it's McCown. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Shotgun here for McCown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here's McCoy. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now McCoy. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door.
Here we go.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy taking it in. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The New York Jets working their way back onto the field. And last year, a 3-2 start, very promising start, but then a 2-9 finish the rest of the way. Now, Todd Bowles, Charles, was given the vote of confidence. He'll be back in 2018.
And I think it's a good vote of confidence and for the right reasons. Remember, before the season, how many times have we joked that everyone we talked to said the Jets would go 0-16?
Yeah.
They were very competitive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now it's Taylor. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On third down, Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's so multi-talented, isn't he? He can catch the ball, not just on screens, as we saw there. Get him out into open field. He makes big-time plays. Had 50 catches a year ago.
Yeah, and even 50, that was the most he's had since 2013. Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Second down, Taylor. And the pressure gets to him again. Darren Lee in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Here's McCoy. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and this one will be turned to right around the 38-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. On the counter, here's McCoy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They begin with a carry for Powell. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here's Patty. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Escapes the defender, evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Tate in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So 2 quarters down. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. First throw now for the backup, Bryce Petty. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Slot man moves right. This is the running back, Powell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Gun.
Petty now. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Preston Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
McCoy. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Taylor with a give to McCoy. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And the Jets set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep for Benjamin. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Taylor. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Green 39.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Matthews has it right side. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
They run with Powell. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Powell. And some space here. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's second and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Kyle Williams breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, here we go. Blue line. Blue line. No. Check. Patriots. No. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. 190.
Now Taylor. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On second down, it's McCoy. And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Let's go. We're at 38.
Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No,
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powell. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he goes out right around the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So 2nd and 10 here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Leopard.
They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 13.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll go again to McCoy. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those. Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, Taylor going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Here's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side,